Okay. All right, we are live. Welcome everybody to Pongo's League of Doom podcast, week 4. Don't know why, but for some reason, for the first time ever, the title fit on 2 lines instead of 3, so that's huge news for everybody involved. Today I'm joined by Trevor Johnson, and Alec Rohr has returned again, proudly proclaiming the dumpster fire in the background. Looks very familiar to his actual apartment, to be honest.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Do you want to explain yourself?
I'm keeping up with the live chat as we go through this, and Sean has already chimed in. We're here and we like beer.
Oh, good. Hi,
That
Sean.
being said, shots fired, fired shots. Don't know.
You don't have to read everything he says.
Yeah, I'm totally.
I get the
just
live
keep
chat
telling
to you,
it
and
to
I
do.
selectively ignore what it is.
Yeah. So, no, I don't have much to say besides whatever.
Well, Trevor, you got anything new? Any big news this week?
Now, coming up to Indy on Friday and Saturday. So if you're not doing anything, Sean and I will be having a wine night and then going out somewhere. So come meet us.
Hell yeah. I'll be out Saturday for sure. Friday, I don't know, because I think I have to take Katie to the airport at like 5 in the morning. And I have to work the Hound Hustle, because the hustle never stops. All
Well,
right.
I'll be jogging it. So I'll see
Are
you
you
there.
doing it?
Oh yeah,
Hell yeah,
gonna go
brother.
slow and steady, and probably hungover. So
Make sure everybody goes to the Hound Hustle Saturday at 9 a.m., I think, and watches Trevor throw up on the course. It'll be great.
First time he did that in a UND sponsored event.
No, definitely not the first time. All right, well, we can get into the actual fantasy part of this podcast, the weekly recap. Here we have the scores. I think Alec did a pretty good job this week. Only like 2 or 3 typos and run-on sentences, so that's good. He's getting better. Working on his English all the time. I think in the very first sentence you said, I don't know what made me to make me feel like it made sense. And I was like, I don't know what that means. But
Pretty much describes how I feel. I'm on 3 hours of sleep because I was watching all 22s, hoping for stat corrections today.
nice. Hoping you get a tackle for loss penalty or deduction or something.
I hope Naeem Hines had an extra 4 yards somewhere.
Man, I want a point for Hunter Renfro's tackle last night. That's what I want. Game-breaking play tackle for special teams. Yours was definitely game of the week, Alec. .02 differential. Ooh, that's got to sting a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's it makes sense after week 1. Sean and I had that epic .4 point differential duel, and this week instead of losing by 0.4 of a point, I lost by 0.02 of a point, all because Derek Carr decided to scramble in the fourth quarter in garbage time. So you know what? Whatever.
I'm glad I witnessed it. I was playing some Call of Duty with Sean. He was like, "One more game," and I gotta get off and watch the end of this. So
Yeah, it was. I hate calling it must see TV because that's the furthest thing from the truth. But you know what? I understand.
I just laughed when he scrambled. I just laughed. I just sat here and started cracking up.
I sat and sulked in self pity for a long, long time last night.
And that's what fantasy
It was-
football is all about.
Well, it was funny.
Yeah,
It was like 4th and 5, and they were going for it. And Alec needs Carr to get the first down, so Carr has a chance to throw an interception at some point after that.
Please
You're
throw
like
me a
rooting.
pick.
You're like rooting against him up till 4th and 5, and then you need either a pick or a first down to continue it.
And the problem is, I was texting you, you know what? I was texting the group. I'm like, I need an interception here. Sure enough, I get it right there. I'm like, all right. And then I'm watching the Chargers play conservative. I'm like, I text back. I said, I'm going to lose. And sure as shit, there we are. And, I've lost all feeling. Everything hurts. You could come up and punch me in the face, I'd say thank you.
Oh, it's so sad to see.
And that's why we all love playing fantasy football every year. Honestly, none of the other games were close. Yours was the only one even kind of exciting.
I'm glad we can keep talking about it. It just makes it all
Hey, that's what you said. I'll be on. So you volunteered for this treatment.
I was giving you a third person to be on, or a second guest to be on here.
I could have found somebody.
I'll hang this bitch up right now.
Trevor and I could do this. Nah, don't leave. We need your expertise on what the kids are doing nowadays in Indianapolis later. So yeah, I beat Aaron O. I was the Mario Kart Blue Shell this week. Last place beat first place convincingly. My team's finally putting itself together. I basically averaged exactly 128 points every single game, no more, no less. I'm really sticking within a 10-point window, and I'm okay with that, I guess. Trying to figure out, my team also stinks, I believe, is Sean, because, Trevor, you changed your name to my team stinks. He got blown the fuck out by Mike, who basically didn't change anything and all of a sudden ran over Sean. So good for him. Then we obviously have the closest game of the week. Beck's probably still recovering from something that lasted 4 or more hours. Halbin,
by the way, it makes it 10 times funnier that Beck beat you by .02.
it is funny.
The fact that it's Beck instead of someone else.
Like Beck last year, like living in the same house. He beats me by 2 points because of Monday Night Football.
We love Monday Night Football.
Like last year, he was one of the worst teams in the league, and like I couldn't beat him. And he traded me his best player, and like every game against Beck is just an absolute juggernaut. And so like I texted him like 5 or 6 o'clock last night. I'm like, I was like, I don't feel great about tonight. And he was like, oh, I'm going to be just trying to avoid biggest blowout. And I'm like, well, Aaron O has that locked up. If he doesn't, then Mike or Sean's got it because Mike.
He's trying to avoid biggest blowout in a game that he could potentially win.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm sitting with like a 106-point lead on Aaron O.
He was trying that reverse psychology voodoo bullshit. I should have called him out on it, and I might have won. But, if Robbie Gould didn't break a hip on a field goal attempt to start the game Sunday and Naheem Hines didn't muff a punt, like I'm sitting here in a much better mood. I don't have a dumpster fire as my background, but here we are. But in very like weird news, I just got the Cowboys just released Jalen Smith.
That's weird.
Yeah, like I don't quite understand. I just got that sent to me, so I just wanted to throw that out there.
Well, thanks.
That's a pretty noticeable player to just get rid of.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused, but whatever.
Maybe we'll get some live updates as it goes on.
Yeah.
Hey, those in the chat, let us know what happened. Sean says Beck might quit fantasy football because it's causing too much stress in his personal life, and I think that's hilarious.
Yes, Hollabin, they released him. But yeah, Sean wants a show and tell segment on the next podcast. Only if he shows off Tarzan will I allow that.
Yeah, we can figure it out. Sean's supposed to be on next week. I think it's going to be Sean and Aaron O next week. Aaron O is supposed to be on, but he is busy at the moment. So we will get the champ, or the current champ, next week.
It might not be worth getting if he puts up 70 more points.
Yeah, that's true. Running through the rest of the league, Halbin dispatches of Trevor in a battle of the commissioners that I heard was very vocal. And
yeah, it was a big complaint battle.
I'm not surprised at all.
Every time Holloway complains, somehow his team puts up 2 touchdowns. So I tried to take a page out of his book, and I started just complaining right back at him, and then my team would turn it around. Then at one point, he FaceTimed me solely to complain in a next level outside of text. He put up like 2 touchdowns after that.
So I could just sit there and watch.
Yeah, so I FaceTimed him right back again, took the lead, and then all of a sudden the 325 games happened, and my team just kind of blew it.
Halbin's one of like the 3 people that text me guaranteed during every matchup. It's like, every time I play Halbin, I'm gonna get a text from Halbin that's like, "I hate this. You're gonna beat my ass," and I'm like, "It's 1:15." We barely even started.
Halbin was beating me by like 25 in the fourth quarter when my guys hadn't scored a point in the second half of their games. Like Aaron Jones didn't put up a single point in the second half. And I can't remember who else I had. And Halbin sitting there texting me like, "You still got a chance. Like there's 6 minutes left in the games. You have 3 players playing. I have 2, and you're up 25." Halbin just never thinks he's actually going to win. And it's to the point where I don't know if he's just fucking with me or if he actually thinks he's not going to win.
I don't know.
He put up nearly 160 again.
He's trying to like anti-jinx himself by being like, "No, man, you got a chance. You got a chance."
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing.
My team sucks. I only have the highest scoring in the league by far.
Yeah.
The other matchup we had, the quiet people in the group, Mitch versus Bocek. I don't know if you know this. Bocek texted me to have me Photoshop his new profile thing. So this is Tip Tup, and he's actually holding a can of Mind Haze beer because that was the beer we assigned him. Bocek texted me like Wednesday at like 2 p.m. because that was on his mind, and he just sent me the pic. He just goes, "Hey, can you do this for me?" And I was like, "Sure, man." So
I just opened it big. It's hilarious.
Yeah. So
The only reason I have Photoshop and Adobe Premiere still on my computer is so I can make stupid memes. To
hell yeah. I was like, that'll take me 5 minutes when I get home. You got it, boss. I'm always here to support a good meme. So if anybody needs any meme help, you call me.
Aaron, if you are watching this, Sean wants your double shot.
Oh, we'll get there. Don't worry. Let's get to the standings now, where we're no more undefeated teams. Everybody's on the board. Yeah, baby. I got a win. 503 points. I was better than Beck if Beck wouldn't have squeezed out a dub against Alec. That makes me sad.
Let's keep bringing it up.
Also, I went from having the fourth most points scored against me to last in points scored against me because of Aaron O solely this week. Aaron O put up so few points, my spot changed by 6 because of that.
I got one thing. Wasn't Aaron O supposed to lose every game from this last week on?
Yes, Yahoo projection says he has no shots and he will lose every matchup, and maybe they're on to something.
Yeah.
Also, Sean wants full frontal nudity. It's the double shot.
Jesus.
We'll keep that off YouTube so we can keep this channel.
Yeah. I still want to use this.
Yeah, Snapchat. You know what? Send dick pics. I don't care.
Not a lot of else excitement. It's the Bond Dwellers, me and Sean, both still rocking the Diddy Kong, and then Top Shelf with Mitch, who's quietly won 3 in a row, putting up insane points, and then Aaron O managed to score so many points that he's still in the first 3 weeks. He's still in first after a dismal last week. Holloman, though, holy shit, 625. Rough when you have 578 points against.
Week in, week out, he puts up a lot.
Yeah, that's Holden should be feeling pretty good about.
Even the week he lost, he put up like 130, and that wins games in this league now.
Yeah, I'm afraid of Holden. I think Aaron O is the pretender of this year.
Ooh, shots.
Alec was the pretender of last year. I think Aaron O is the pretender of this year, even though I hate to say that to him.
Hot take.
I do not think that Eric is a pretender, though. Eric is going to crush everybody.
Holden has, I think, 2 of the top 5 players because he has Debo and he has Derrick Henry. That's insane.
Yeah. I also want to talk as much positivity about Eric so that he feels the need to talk so much negativity about his own team to counterbalance it.
So he's not too happy.
The longer that we can hype up his team and hopefully have it collapse and get the juju on our side when he starts complaining week after week after week some more about it, we need to get all the time we can.
We got Mitch Ransberg in the live chat now.
Oh, he made it.
Early shot.
Mitch is in.
Mitch put that kid to bed and said, let's go see what the podcast is up to. Welcome, Mitch. If this is your first time, I hope you enjoy it. I have one thing to say from a tech guy situation. You guys keep changing your fucking names, and so I have to go in and change your names in the ticker. And now they're all short when they used to be long, and so I had to change all the fonts because they're too small to fit in the ticker the right way. So thanks for making my day a little more interesting today when I had to fix all those. And we're going to have to get some kind of change between my team stinks and my team also stinks because I can't keep up with that.
Yeah, that one's not on me, but I might give the name to Sean since he is now in last place.
And you're in fourth. I don't want to fucking hear
it. Yeah, I'll take it away. I am on a 2-loss streak, so maybe I'll get that name going again. I think at one point a couple years ago I had a 3-loss streak, 4-loss streak, 5-loss streak. Yeah, maybe I'll switch back to that one.
All right. Well, anything else to say about the standings? Anything we're surprised by?
I think the points against is actually a lot closer than it has been in some years. Like usually someone gets slaughtered, where somehow it's like they're in the 600s in points against. That's kind of nice to see. So
It's both
that's
basically
not.
just Hollidan, who's gotten kind of railed by the other team. I guess Sean too. Sean's got 568 against, but he's not putting up any points, so it's not like it matters.
Yeah, and then you have some like high 540s. So it's not like they're off by what is that, 10 a week, 8 a week, 7 a week.
Yeah.
At least someone's not getting like clobbered by 20. What did you say?
It's been very competitive this year, which is very unlike years past.
This week was the first week when it was all like just blowouts, and then Alec and Beck. Usually it's like 3 or 4 close games. This one it was like, or at least within 10. This
And,
one there
like,
was only
years-
one within like 25.
Like in years past too, with all these lopsided losses and stuff like that. That's why we added that additional biggest blowout shot. You could lose by 13, and you're the biggest blowout now this year. And it's just like, well, that kind of defeated the purpose. But hey, this league promotes alcoholism.
Speaking of promoting alcoholism, let's get to the shots of the week. All right, shots of the week this week are gonna go both to Aaron O, baby. This week I was gonna do, when I was beating Aaron O, and I thought the score was gonna be respectable, I was gonna do a 60-minute style interview trailer where it was like, somehow this man pulled off the biggest upset in fantasy football history. And then the points total was so sad, I felt guilty doing that. And then I was like, I'm not going to do it. It wasn't going to be worth it.
David texted me yesterday or Sunday night. He's like, "What time do you get off work tomorrow?" And I was like, "I don't know. It just depends when I get done, orders for stores and stuff like that." I was like, "What's up?" I was thinking, oh, he might need to do something. And he's like, "I want to do a 60-minute style interview to lead off the podcast of me beating Aaron O." And he
I was
like
going to have
sent
him
me
on
this-
too, and it was going to be so funny. And then he
He
just
sent
it
me
was
the
so sad.
line of the script that he wanted me to say. He had all this calculated out how it was going to work and everything perfectly. But the fact that Aaron O put up, 77 points or something like that, and he was like, "You know what? I'm going to back off."
He put up 77.76. Year of
Yeah.
our Lord America.
Like I
Alex,
think he's not
70.
representing too much here.
Alec, I love the line of you haven't seen a score that low since like a science test that you did.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I almost said my ACT, but like I'd be
You don't want
lucky
to be that
if
public.
I said on my ACT. Shit.
Well, ACT stops at 36, so
Well, I mean, for the science section, I don't know what the hell it does.
It's out of 36. That's what got me a full ride at UAD was my ACT score.
Yeah,
I'll
I don't
stamp that
really-
32 to my forehead, baby.
Yeah, any standardized testing back in the day, like count me out. Like it's a miracle I got into college.
We're all proud of you and how you've worked out to be a successful GNC manager.
Regional manager.
Regional manager. Sorry. Not
dang,
assistant. to regional
shots
manager.
fired.
We're all very happy for you. I'm glad it's working out. In all types of ways. Professional and personal. Anyway, Aaron O with the biggest blowout, defeated by 56.5 points. I outscored him at every single position except for Austin Eckler last night. Woof, that was bad. And Aaron O was also the dumpster fire team. He was the lowest score by 33 points. If you counted his entire team, he still would have been the dumpster fire by 20 points. Only one player beat their projection. Almost everyone else was less than half of their projection. It was really just... It was like the... Come on, or don't stop, he's already dead meme. Oh boy. That's a rough one for our boy Aaron O. It's hard to say we feel bad for him because he's pacing the league and kind of shit on everyone. But maybe Aaron O also technically has the most waiver wire moves right now of everyone. He has one more than me when I've spent the most money and done the most waiver moves. So
he's just getting a bunch of $1 waivers.
No, I think he's just dropping his whole team. He drops like 4 of his bench players every week and then repicks them up. I think he's owned Elijah Moore like 3 times. So he's making waves in that sense.
Yeah, I mean it was. I never really thought Aaron O was going to win this week, going up against the best running back group of our fantasy football league, apparently, according to David.
My best running back week was scored like 26.
And it's not like your running backs went off this week either.
No, Kamara had 120 yards, but he didn't catch a single pass. What the fuck is that about? DeAndre Swift was okay. Kareem Hunt's good. And I have Zach Moss on the bench, who also scored a touchdown. So if anyone wants any running backs, please send me a wide receiver that scores more than 20. I would love to see what 30 points looks like, because I have yet to see that. I don't think I've had a single player score 30.
You can have Darnell Mooney.
Yeah, baby. The secret weapon.
Putting out 24 or something.
Oh my gosh. Well, Aaron, we look forward to your videos. They're always high quality. Usually Cassie films them and giggles in the background as you do it, so that's always fun to watch.
I can't wait to hear this week's. It's going to be like, I thought you said you were good this year.
Aaron, wait to do it till Friday night.
Sean says Cole Beasley is toasty. I heard a really great nickname for Cole Beasley this week. It was Les Welker. And I think that's really funny, and I'm going to call him that forever.
We got shots fired at David now in the group or the live chat. Mitch says Hollis running backs are all backups.
You think Alvin Kamara is a backup? Actually, Mitch probably does have the best running back group in the league because he has Najee, who's catching all of Ben's noodle arm passes for 4 yards carry or 4 yards catch.
Was actually used this week, and then Edwards-Helaire showed up. Yeah, I would take it. I would take Mitch's running backs in the long term, but yeah.
Yeah, we will see. You just wait till Taysom gets hurt and Kamara finally gets goal line touches. Fuck Taysom.
Do I trust the Detroit Lion first, or do I trust a Pittsburgh Steeler first? Like, hey, pretty much the same thing.
You hate to see it. Oh yeah, let's all have a moment of silence for Sean, who left Cordell Patterson on the bench. Sean, that might be why you're last, bud. Hope it gets better.
To be fair, though, would you ever actually play him?
Would I play Cordell? Hell yeah, I would.
No, none of us would have actually played him.
He's a wide receiver and a running back. You can put him wherever you want.
He doesn't do that.
You got to believe. You got to follow the trends. Kareem Hunt is the backup running back, and I started him this week. You got to believe.
So Mitch's statement was right.
RB3s. My RB3s last week were the highest scoring running back pair or tandem in the league. This week, okay.
Mitch
and I still beat the first place team.
Is your new team name.
What'd you say?
Running back 3 is your new team name, says Mitch.
Sean also said he's playing Patterson this week.
Oh, yeah, I bet he is.
He's going to go for like 12 yards.
You're telling me it's unsustainable for a man to play 24 snaps a game and score on 3 of those plays? I'm shocked. One every 8 times he touches the field, he scores. That's completely sustainable.
Take me to Blue Chip Casino with those odds, baby.
Hell yeah, brother. Speaking of Blue Chip Casino and places to drink, let's get to the segment of the week, which I made a new transition for.
Oh, he broke his ankles. Intercepted. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now.
He runs with the 50. He runs with the 40. The guy is drunk, but there he goes.
All right. Oh, good. I get to see it.
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid. I made it in 30 minutes today, and I was so proud of myself.
Oh, my God.
All right. This week, we are assigning world-famous Indianapolis nightlife bars to our teams. In memoriam, we had to put Bartini's on the field just so everyone can once again have a moment of silence for Bartini's. May she rest in peace. Maybe he. Maybe an it.
It.
May it rest in peace. Trevor's lawyers still go every once in a while and piss on it just to high five. And we're all feeling real good about how that went. So we have a fine selection, arguably the finest selection of Indianapolis bars here. We have Tin Roof, Nikki Blaine's Cocktail and Cigar Lounge, the Burnside Inn, Colonial. Oh boy, that's a good luck whoever gets that one. It's probably going to be me. Howl at the Moon, a classic. 9 Irish Brothers, where you can get as many car bombs as you want before Sean's wedding and throw up the whole time, so you end up getting there at 5 p.m., Alec.
Shout out Texas Chili and the Irish car bombs. Not a combination that I recommend.
Yeah, baby. Tiki Bob's Cantina. Crazy. They have a logo. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Of course they have a logo.
I just thought it was a palm tree.
I did too. We got the Wild Beaver Saloon, our favorite karaoke bar. Goodfellas Pizza, which I guess has a lounge called the Wise Guys Lounge, that's where the bar is. And then we have a classic. If you've ever met Sean, you've been to the Dorman Street Bar on the corner, featuring a maximum occupancy of 7.
Can I clarify one thing? Are we assigning people or are we assigning people's teams?
I am leaving that up to interpretation. Whatever you guys want to do, I will follow suit. What do you think? This was your idea. This was Trevor's idea to do the bars. So what were you thinking?
I don't know.
People's teams as bars.
People's teams as bars.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
Yeah, I like that one, I think.
Okay. I also like that. So the best team in the league should probably get Tiki Bob's. And then other than that, I think we could work it out. All right, any that stand out definitively?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, like you said, or like we said to lead off, or I said in the group message, I guess, before this, no matter who or what bars we have, since we put Bartini on there, that automatically went to Trevor. So we'll just cross that one out.
Oh, I was just gonna let it. That we have 11 bars here. This
Yeah,
one's
we
in
have
Memorial.
10 others.
We have to
10
assign
others.
everybody one.
Well, math was never my strong suit either, just like science.
I feel like.
All
All right, Alec, go ahead. What do you got for me? Make a strong statement here.
I know. I still feel like I know he lost this week. I still want to give Aaron O something nice, but I'm not going to give him Goodfellas and Wise Guy just because that is, probably the nicest establishment on here, which doesn't take much. I'm actually going to give Goodfellas and Wise Guy Lounge to Mitch, who has a 3-game winning streak in this league. He's
kind of quietly snuck up on the rest of the league.
Yeah, it's a nice place to just go and enjoy some. It's not too loud, so that's the nice thing about Mitch's team is besides Cooper Cup and everything like that.
It's got a white guy on the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So especially the white guy. It's nice upscale. It's not for UND thoughts. So we're gonna give Mitch the Wise Guy Lounge just because he's been pretty solid here in the last few weeks.
I've got a strong opinion on one of them. I think Mike should be the Dorman Street Bar because you're not really sure it's there most of the time, but occasionally, boy, it's good.
I like it. I think that's good.
I think Mike's team, you're really not aware if he's playing. He just kind of trots out the same boys over and over again, but every once in a while, you're like, damn, Mike, look at you. That's kind of what Dorman Street is for me.
Okay, I like that.
I think that's fair. Mine for Aaron O has to be a place where, and I don't know which place it is yet, we can decide. But it's a place where you get there and you feel like you're having a great time. You're on like the top of the world, and then all of a sudden you're just like, shit, I gotta get out of here because it dumps off. The vibe just drops off.
Well, we could 100% put Aaron O and Hal then.
Yeah.
You get in and it's all of a sudden it's like, what song is this?
It's either Hal.
We're singing "We Are Family" in 2021,
or it's the Wild Beaver, where it's a great place to get going, and then all of a sudden you turn around and it's just full of like 900 football players, and you're like, "What the fuck am I doing here? I got to get out of this place."
They're all drinking vodka water.
I thought Hullabin would be a good Wild Beaver because he's vocally loud, as is the Beaver. He's there early and often, as is Eric, constantly complaining about his team. You get that he does a great job. It's just a wonderful time, but then he disappears at the end because you're out of there early. Nobody's at Wild Beaver late.
I wish I could give Hollabin Joe's Bar and Grill on Geist because that's where he took Sean and I, and then we didn't get to do karaoke, so Sean left a hate note in the tip jar. We also got a round of 3 Natterdays and 3 Vegas bombs for a total of $16. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I like Wild Beaver for Halvin, like you said, but I will give him Joe's as a write-in vote as well.
Sean said, "quote Eric is fun for 2 hours and then just buzz kills you."
Sheesh.
So yeah, the Wild Beaver.
I agree. I think that was a good one.
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah, I thought about giving Trevor Wild Beaver just because I want to hear him sing some AC/DC, but I held off.
All right, Alec, I'm willing to give you. Well, I don't know. I thought about giving you Burnside because it's the youngest bar on this list. I don't think that many people know about it, but I don't know how that pertains to your team. That's just who you are.
Thanks, I think.
Maybe because the pool table room is just not big enough. Your team just barely doesn't do enough. I think that would make sense to put you in Burnside.
I was thinking Alec is the Colonial, and I just have no reason why.
Just feel like he belongs.
I hate the Colonial. I'm not gonna lie, I hate the Colonial.
The Colonial's busiest at 10 a.m. and I don't know what that means. I go to work. I try to go to work every day, and I'm like, why are there so many people here? It's 10:30. Why are they all drinking Bud Light on the porch?
They have karaoke every night there, though, so that's pretty cool.
That's huge news. All right, well, if we can't pick one for Alec, do we have any that we're for sure pretty happy with here?
Mitch just said you don't want your night to end at the Beaver. Ask Trevor. I wouldn't know. Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god. I'm gonna make sure that it's a good thing the live chat doesn't go on the stream the whole time.
If you could figure out a way, that would be hilarious.
I could probably do it. I just don't want to right now. I'll think about it.
Mitch and I had some weird nights at the Beaver.
Haven't we all? All right. Well, we're left with Kevin, Beck, me, Trevor, Alec, and Sean. Any other that stand out dramatically? We could give Nikki Blaine's to Sean because it's old, dark, smoky, sad. Kind of like Sean.
Yeah, I like. I mean, I could also give Sean the Colonial for those reasons.
Yeah, I think Sean should be the Colonial.
Oh, you don't have to tell me twice if that's their answer.
Just
Sean is
just
the
a
Colonial, and I'm
dumpster fire
down.
of a team.
This team stinks.
Sean
We can
says
do Beck as Burnside. Beck barely wins. He's getting absolutely smoked in points against, but somehow he's 2-2. Burnside just barely gets along as a bar down there. Literally, it can't even fit a pool table in a room appropriately. I'm down to give Beck Burnside.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about Burnside, so that's all
we'll go this weekend. You got to play pool in a room that's not as big as a pool cue. It's really fun.
Beck almost got kicked out of there one night for trying to do a snow angel on the pool table.
I heard something about Beck getting kicked out of Nikki Blaine's too. So
he didn't get kicked out. He wasn't allowed in.
No, wasn't allowed in.
If he didn't, was it you that stumbled or Beck? I thought it was Beck.
I fell down the stairs because it's dark.
Oh, you fell. Okay, Beck, I want to apologize personally to you.
It was me, Sean, and Beck, and it's dark in there, like you said.
Oh, I was there.
And yeah.
You tripped, and they were like, "He's too drunk. Get him out of here." We were like, "Well,
yeah." I missed a stair because it's dark. So, yeah. Haven't been back since, and I am completely okay with that. Absolutely can't stay in that place now.
So we're down to Tin Roof, Nikki Blaine's. Us three are still in the running, and Bocek. We got 9 Irish.
I think Bocek should be Tin Roof.
Reason
it's
being?
just kind of a bar.
I mean, his
like it used to be special.
Yeah,
it's just kind of a bar. It's just there now. His team's just kind of there.
I mean,
his team
just happens.
536 points for, 527 against. He's basically even. He's just an average bar.
No one's complaining.
Yeah, no one's complaining. People aren't mad. People aren't that happy.
Most of his points are coming from Josh Allen. I mean, the Bills are great for when they need to be great, and that's pretty much Tin Roof. It's it's a place where, oh yeah, you know what, that'll do for tonight. Like we'll just go there for a few hours and hang out. Like that's the Buffalo Bills. It's like, okay, yeah, we're gonna do we're gonna do what you think and get by.
Sean said he's been going to the Colonial since 2008, so he's proud of that pick. So that's good. We got at least we know we got one right.
I was 12.
Yeah, I was 14. Congrats, Sean. All right, we're down to us three. Any that stand out for us three?
Well, I've never been to Nikki Blaine's, so I don't know too much about that. I've only been to Nine Irish like once or
You've only been
twice.
to Nine Irish ones?
Yeah, because we never went to Mass Ave when I was in college, and then I haven't really been back all that much. Is that the one that
I would say
Keen used to bartend at or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would probably put me at Nine Irish because it's very consistent. It's not that great, but it's the same every time. You always know what you're getting when you go to Nine Irish. You're going to get a car bomb, an Irish beer, and you're going to go home. Or you're going to go somewhere better. I feel like that's what my team is.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I think that's fair. I mean, Irish pub's an Irish pub.
Yeah,
right?
that's what it does. It does what it does.
And every now and then it destroys Alec, and that's you. The Smirnoff Ice Bowl.
Yes, sir. So now we got you two, and we got some winners here. Tiki Bob's and Nikki Blaine's.
I've said I wanted to take Alec to Tiki Bob's. I was hoping I could do that Friday night, but he's going to be gone. That's been something that we have laughed about for, I don't know, a year and a half now. That next time I come out, we're going out to Tiki Bob's. I'm just upset it's not going to happen.
I think here's my reasoning. I think Trevor should be Nikki Blaine's, and I think Alex should be Tiki Bob's, and this is why. Trevor should be Nikki Blaine's because Trevor has a lot of streaky players, and that's basically how you feel when you go into Nikki Blaine's. You're like, fuck yeah, bro, let's go get a cigar. And then you smoke a cigar, and you're halfway through the cigar, and you're like, I don't like cigars. My mouth hurts. It's 2 a.m., and I want to go home. And that's how Trevor's season started. He started out hot as fuck with Tyler Lockett dropping dimes, and now he's struggling. And I think Alex should be Tiki Bob's because Alex the most active at the late nights. He's been in it till Monday Night Football every time, and boy is he struggling. And Tiki Bob's is always hopping no matter what time it is. So
yeah,
Alex,
Tiki Bob's is good because you stay up late and then you end the night disappointed.
Exactly. And I think that's where Alex should be. And Trevor, by default, gets Nikki Blaine's.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right.
Someone called me a wuss in the live chat, and I don't like it.
Does anybody have any excessive complaints about this? Otherwise, I feel pretty good about this list.
No, but I think this weekend we hit all of these up.
Oh, we can find a way. In order.
What a bar crawl that would be.
Starting from the top right or the bottom, and we work our way up. Nikki Blaine's is the end. Tin Roof into Nikki Blaine's is where we end up. I don't know how the fuck we go Burnside, Colonial, how, but we'll figure it out.
You should just do what Sean did and end up with a minivan.
Yeah. There you go.
Just end up in a minivan, have it take you back to campus at like 3 a.m., lose your wallet and cell phone and whatever else the hell he lost besides his dignity.
That was gone a long time ago when he was at the Colonial in 2008. Anyway, to wrap up our segment here, the segment, What Bar is Your Team? Which we will hopefully see lots of you at the bars this weekend. In memoriam, pour one out for Bartinis, everyone. I'm not going to, but I will take a drink to them. Cheers, Bartinis. May you rest in peace.
From the Bartini days to this.
Yep.
Oh, how far you?
And our assignments, Tin Roof goes to Botchek for just existing. Nikki Blaine's goes to Trevor for starting out, feeling like a good idea and not really doing that well. Burnside goes to Beck because Beck's just barely squeaking out as much as it can do with the space it has. Sean gets the Colonial because he's old. Aaron O gets Howl at the Moon because boy is it awesome when you go in and then it's like, wow, there's a lot of white supremacists in here. And then Nine Irish is me because it's barely below average, and that's basically what I've been doing as long as I can remember. Eric gets Wild Beaver because it's the loudest. Mitch gets Goodfellas because he's quietly putting together a solid campaign. Mike gets Dormant Street because you're not really sure where it is or if it's real. And Alec gets Tiki Bob's because it's always hopping, regardless of the time and regardless of if you're happy or sad.
And you leave at night disappointed.
Yep.
You end up sitting at Steak and Shake, eating a cheeseburger.
Throwing up in the alley next to the Kilroy's owner or whatever.
Nah, Beck did that, and that was because of the fucking Brits.
Correct. All right, let's move into the next week. We'll talk about the scores. If you guys want to check the stream, we can find all the matchups. Let's go to week 5. We won't start with me because I'm here. Let's start with 2 people not on. Here. Let's start with Hollabin versus Malort and Savior, which is a name I just recently understood. Did not really get that name till now.
I just want to say that looking at the projected scores for this game, and
Make you sad?
like this game could ruin a wet dream. Like there's a 50% chance of each team winning, and Holman
No,
doesn't have a player.
Holloman
Weird.
doesn't have a running
Weird
back
thing
in.
to say. Yeah, well, Montgomery's out for 4 to 5 weeks, so Halvin, if you want any running back depth, you call Mitch apparently and not me. But you can also call me.
He's probably trying to get Damian Williams, or does someone already have Williams?
Nope. Throw that cash tonight, boys.
He's hammering that on the waiver. Maybe
I'm
I need
poor,
to.
so you know I'm out.
Also,
except Damian Williams is also hurt. They don't know if he's going to play yet. So
I wonder if Beck knows he has an empty spot on his bench.
Who?
Beck has an empty spot on his bench.
He does not. It looks like that because Halvin has a player on it. Halvin has an additional player on his bench because he benched David Montgomery.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Beck doesn't actually have an empty spot.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way Beck wins this.
Okay. Trevor says there's no shot.
Beck's only shot of a win here would be for James Robinson to run wild on Tennessee, which is very, very possible. Lamar could do unspeakable things to that Colts defense. And there's a chance McCaffrey is back this week. I mean, that Philly defense is bad. So if McCaffrey is healthy, I give Beck a really good chance here, honestly.
I think Beck has an okay team. He's definitely going to need a new defense. No way you play San Francisco at Arizona with how they're playing. James Robinson could score 30. Brandon Cooks will probably not do that well. Tyler Boyd will be okay. I don't know. This is interesting. There's a lot of it really depends on who Eric figures out to fill in that space. Because Eric's got money positions everywhere, but whoever his next running back has to be better workout. Because that could cause a struggle. Also, Jamar Chase is... if Jair Alexander's not hurt, I bet Jamar sees him the whole time.
I think Cooks is not going to keep it up, especially against New England.
He sucked last week. I think he got 6.
You got enough. That's
9.
what mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Davis Mills probably isn't going to a Pro Bowl this year. Personal opinion, hot take, but
you know what? You know what could be the big matchup is Waller on the Chicago defense. They're going to line probably Roquan Smith against him, and Roquan's not that good in man-to-man tight end coverage.
Yeah,
they don't play safety coverage on. I've seen a lot of teams throwing safeties on big tight ends.
Waller could have a good game. Tight ends kill, good pass catching tight ends kill the Bears. So that might be it.
All right, so final calls.
No shot for Beck.
Okay. Trevor says no shot. Eric wins easy. Alec?
I'm going to take Hollabin unless McCaffrey plays. Then I will take Beck.
I will take Hollabin regardless. I think Hollabin wins. Even if McCaffrey plays. If McCaffrey plays, I think he'll play on a limited snap count. I don't think they'll force him back. Okay, now let's do Mike and Mitch. Another really close projections. 142 to 142.
I wish these two would trash talk each other in the group message this weekend, just so I know where they're playing.
Yeah, just to make sure Mike is alive and was aware he won last week. That would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, once again, just like the last game, it was a 50-50 chance on both sides to win. So we could have another close game.
Terry McLaurin's gonna get Lattimore probably most of the week against New Orleans, who's been pretty good. Tyreek Hill is gonna get Tre'Davious White. That's also not good news for Mike. Joe Burrow at home against Green Bay should be interesting. Zeke could go crazy. Wow. Mike has Fournette. I thought Fournette was on waivers. That's cool, I guess.
Feel like
Yeah,
Mike-
Cortland Sutton sucks.
Mike needs to get rid of Joe Burrow.
Mike needs to start Joe Burrow.
Burrow's fine.
Burrow sucks.
22, 14, 23, 26. That's not bad.
Yeah, there's 3 quarterbacks sitting on waivers that have higher scores than that this season.
Really? Then yeah, maybe it's not Joe Burrow's season.
I mean, I guess he's played better. 23-26 is fine, but
The one of them was at home against Jacksonville. So you don't love
yeah.
that.
I don't love Mitch.
They're at home against the average Packers defense. I mean, the Packers defense put up 11 or 12 last week, but they were going up against an awful Steelers defense.
Denver sells out against the run too.
Man, Mike's got big names, and Mitch has like some of the smaller.
Cooper
I feel like
Kupp.
smaller names that still just rack up points. But if you look at Mike's team, Hill, McLaurin, Elliott, Fournette, Kittle, you're just like, God damn, that's a team. I'm gonna go Mike.
I'll go Mike too. I think Mitch's team is. I think unless Cooper Kupp scores 40, which he might. I don't like a lot of Mitch's matchups.
Yeah, I don't think Kupp goes for 40 against that Seattle defense for one. Sutton against that Pittsburgh defense might honestly get more points than Kupp. Just depends who's throwing him the ball.
It's Drew Lock next week for sure.
Yeah. I
So
would
that's
love
not
to
good.
take Mitch here. I would love to take Mitch here, but just looking at the matchups of Kupp, Sutton if he has Drew Lock, because I think the Colts will be playing from behind a lot Monday night. Najee behind a bad offensive line and going against a good Denver defense. Then you got Edwards-Helaire against Buffalo Sunday night. I would love to take Mitch here, but I just can't, so I'm going Mike.
All right, unanimous. We pick Mike. Mitch, go ahead and prove us wrong again, bud. And boy, do I hope Deshaun Watson works out, man. Great pickup. The surprise of the league was the Deshaun Watson in the middle of week 4 pickup. We love to see that.
I think 22 women are not happy.
Wait
with that
for
pickup.
Sean to pick up Josh Gordon. I'm just waiting for it tomorrow, unless he's already picked up.
Let's talk about Sean. That's me versus him. 9th versus 10th, baby. Who we got in this one? I'll let you guys take most of it.
I'm trying to look it up now.
I don't know. I hate that I have to pick another
I think I'm gonna go with Sean solely because he changed his name, and usually that provides good luck for at least 1 week for me. So I think he's got the right approach there. He does have Patterson in the game. He could score 30 at any moment. Apparently,
It's against the Jets.
yeah. So I don't know. I don't know about Russell and Metcalf against the Rams. Hopefully they play well. But you kind of do that double dip, David, with the two of them. And if it goes well, it goes well. And if it doesn't go well, you're just kind of screwed.
It went terribly week 1 when you
Yeah.
had Tyler Lockett and Russell threw exclusively to Tyler Lockett. I was like, great. This is awesome. Every time Russell scores, you get more points.
Yeah, if you win this week, it's because Kamara has a huge bounce back game against that Washington defense. It's been very underwhelming. Dawson Knox isn't going to put up 20 every week in that Buffalo offense, especially against
dare
Kansas
you.
City this week. I don't foresee Kansas City at home in prime time, just absolutely shitting the bed again. I'm also going to go Sean here, but I don't think either of you meet your projected scores. I think you're
Ouch.
going to have like a 120 to 115 game.
Yeah, but what if I start Hunter Renfro? How many points do you give me then?
You would win by 30.
That's what I thought. That's my sweet secret right here, baby. You just wait till he's getting me buckets. I don't know. I think it's close. I hate Dalvin Cook against Detroit. I think that could be awful. I hate Deontay Johnson against Denver. I think he could get like 25. Oh, San Francisco secondary is not very good. I think Sean has a lot better matchups than me. It really does depend on if Russell and DK go crazy on Thursday. So that's not going to be stressful or anything. So we'll see.
Yeah,
how
Thursday
that
night game.
Oh, that's going to suck if they play terrible.
goes. I know. I honestly
Thursday
thought
night,
about
and
benching.
you just sit through Sunday watching it. Yeah.
I thought about benching Metcalf for Corey Davis to see if he lights up Atlanta.
Yeah, I would.
Because I'm
not
worried
trust
about
the New York
Ramsey.
Jets.
But who knows? All right, then we'll go to Alec here. We got like probably 5 minutes left, so we gotta hustle. White Claws and wide receivers versus Aaron O. Here's my number. Call me Brady. Looking,
I haven't even messed with my lineup yet.
I don't think that many people have. Naheem Hines sucks. No offense.
He is
Okay.
good on the odd number. He is good on the odd numbered weeks. So this week he's going to put up like 16, and next week he'll go up for like another 2.
That's huge for you.
I'm laughing at Mike Williams, 22, 22, 33. Alec plays him last week, too.
Welcome to the league. Alex was going to trade me in for Kareem Hunt, but he said no. I don't know. I think I'm going to go... I'm going to go Aaron O. I think he has a bounce back week here. I think Kelsey goes ape shit. Aaron O's got to get a new defense, though. I would not be playing Miami defense against Tampa Bay. No shot.
Be playing Miami anybody.
I think this one's going to be close again.
Oh, great, because I don't have enough of those games. Son of a bitch. Do I have anyone going Monday night, or does he?
You have Naheem Hines.
Oh, goddamn.
I think this one's going to be within 4.
I hate it.
And I think, oh God, I think Aaron O is going to pull it off. No, I switch it back. I think Alec's going to win it.
All right, I got Aaron O. You got Alec. Alec, who you got? Yourself?
Death. Next.
Okay, last one. We got to move. Or Google Meet's going to say, fuck off and get us out of the call. Who are we on? My team stinks versus Bacek. Bacek's got the shootout lineup. He's got the Bills. He better hope they score a lot. Nick Chubb against the Chargers. OBJ against the Chargers. Bacek always rosters like 6 guys on the same team. Oh, I like your team a lot. Trevor. I'm going to go Trevor.
Yeah, Thomas, I don't know if he's actually going to play. Usually he's projected in like the 10 to 12. He's at 4 right now.
If you get a serviceable tight end, I think you have this.
I hope you're not playing the Colts defense against Baltimore.
Yeah, I'll probably swap that out at some point. I've been switching defenses every week. Mahomes is projected 29, but he's put up 29, 30, 39, and 42 this year so far. So I'm hoping to get a few more out of that. Robinson, I don't know if I'm going to play him.
Potentially scattered thunderstorms. That could impact the passing game for both you and Bacek.
Yeah. Oh, quarterback matchup. Let's hope.
Those are
Mahomes
always
wins
fun
that battle.
when it's good quarterback against good quarterback in a
On a Sunday night
shootout
game.
Yeah, that's fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hammer the over in that game.
I really do think that mine just comes down to Lockett.
Yep.
And it's like, at what point do I not play him? Because he went 26, 31, 7, 7. It's like,
Yeah, that's life of a fantasy owner of Tyler Lockett. Let me tell you.
I have a lightly used Corey Davis waiting for you if you're interested.
I need Allen Robinson to do something. He only got 3 targets last week. 3 targets, 3 receptions.
Hey, but you got the best Bears wide receiver on your bench right now.
Yeah, I know. But people are going to find that out and lock him down pretty good, so we'll see. Usually you can play Robinson and get 8 catches for 70 yards and get 15 just on that and hope one's a touchdown to get up to 22. He's just not getting any targets.
I'm interested to see how Nick Chubb does against the Chargers. I don't know if they've really had a team that's gotten the chance to run on them.
Well, Jacobs versus the Bears is going to be a tough matchup. If there's one good thing about the Bears defense, it's that run D. Chubb on the Chargers. Evans could go off against Miami, but they have so many weapons. Who knows? Diggs could go off against KC because they always seem to give up huge plays too.
Yep.
So
I take Trevor here in a close one.
I got Trevor too, and it'll be close.
I think I'm going to take Bacek just so I'm happy if I win.
Nice. All right, that'll do it for this week. Our Google Meet's got about 14 seconds left, so we're going to wrap it up here. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate everybody hanging out. We will be back next week, hopefully with Aaron O and either Mike or Sean, I think, is in the schedule. If you have any other ideas, like Trevor had a really good one with the Indianapolis bars. That was a good one. Sean sent me 2 good ones this week. But if you have any more themes for the podcast, let me know. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and kill the stream now and say goodbye to everybody. So bye-bye.
Bye, guys.